The following may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hiker Qadir Shah's body found. The body of drowned hiker Qadir Shah has been found, according to Jose Young, one of the men who rallied citizens to help in the search for Shah, confirmed the news around 4:30 p.m. on Thursday. Young said Shah's body was first sighted close to the Turtle Rock area, where he got into difficulties and drowned last Saturday, shortly after noon. Shah was among a group of 15 hikers who went to Turtle Rock last Saturday. The group was in the water when they got into difficulties. A fisherman who was nearby managed to rescue 14 members of the group, but Shah was said to be in the waters that were too choppy for the fisherman to venture into. Since then, there have been massive search efforts with national security helicopters, drones, fishing boats, and private citizens scouring the beaches along the north coast. 30-year-old Shah lived in Freeport. Lover tries to burn woman in arson attack, leaving 2 injured and 5 homeless. While a mother of 3 was hacked to death in San Fernando on Tuesday night, just 6 kilometers away, another woman was running for her life after her friend locked her in the room of a house and set it ablaze. While 26-year-old Metro Misset escaped to death, the senseless act led to the destruction of 2 houses and a woodworking shop and damage to 2 other homes at Bayshore Avenue, Marabella. An ambulance took Misset to the San Fernando General Hospital for treatment of burns. Police arrested her attacker, a 30-year-old fisherman, at the hospital, where he too went for treatment for burns on both legs and right hand. Medics sedated him and admitted him to the psychiatric department for an evaluation. Police said that around 8:30 p.m., the suspect was at a house on Bayshore Avenue with Misset when they began arguing. The suspect then reportedly threw gasoline into the room, shouting that he would set the house on fire with both of them. He then ignited the gas with a lighter and left the room, leaving Misset behind, but she escaped through another door. The fire destroyed the house and spread to neighboring homes belonging to Kevin Mohammed, Nikita Williams, and Elford Howard. FSO's Suknanan, Charles, and a party of fire officials from the Mon Repos fire station responded and extinguished the blaze. Junior Ratan, who owns the apartment that the suspect set ablaze, had his woodworking shop next door. Ratan said yesterday that he knew the suspect as a child and gave him a room to stay. Ratan said the suspect previously spoke about burning down the house, but he did not think he would do it. I left him to stay in the room there and I heard them quarreling, but I did not expect him to do that. He likes to talk, so I did not take it seriously, like he wanted to kill her. He said he would kill her and kill himself, but he could not take the heat, so he ran out, Ratan said. Ratan lost approximately $80,000 in equipment and material, some of which he had just purchased to complete a project for a client. Ratan said, "It was disrespectful for him to do something like this. This is my livelihood. The pieces of equipment were very expensive. I will be 52 years old this year, and I have been doing this trade long time. I left secondary school to do this. I said one day I would open a shop, and I did." It was just a few weeks ago that Gavin Scott moved into his new home. Scott was a recipient of a home from the Ministry of Housing and Urban Development's Housing and Village Improvement Program, HVIP, in January. Now the back wall of the house is on the verge of collapsing as a result of the fire damage. Scott said he was at home when he heard the suspect quarreling and began smelling gas. He said he checked outside and saw Ratan watching the suspect. Knowing that the suspect usually misbehaves, Scott said he returned inside, not taking it seriously. "Lo and behold, after I went back inside, I heard an explosion and the whole place shook. By the time I ran out, there was a fire inside my place, Scott said. He said he joined Rattan with a hose in trying to put out the fire, but it was too hot to stay close. As the fire began spreading, Scott and some of his neighbors took as much furniture and equipment out of the houses. A relative of the suspect, Nikita Williams Nathaniel, lives next door to the shop. Although the suspect had not been diagnosed with any psychological illness, she believes he needs help. At times he would recall things he said people had done to him. She said after the fire, like he did not even realize he was burnt. He later sent a message with someone to say he was sorry. He said he did not know the damage was so bad. I heard from his knees down was white. I never met the injured woman. When he has an outburst, Williams Nathaniel usually talks to him, and he would listen and calm down. When relatives told her about the quarrel, she never expected it would lead to the fire. I did not take it seriously. I say he would have gotten over it. Maybe if I had taken it seriously, he might not have done it, Williams Nathaniel speculated. Fire officials visited the scene on Tuesday night and averted additional damage. Officials from the TT Electricity Commission visited the scene on Wednesday. The suspect remained at the San Fernando General Hospital. Marabella police are investigating. Emile Elias granted $100,000 bail on sexual charges. Contractor Emile Elias has been charged with 2 sexual offenses against a minor and will appear virtually before Port of Spain magistrate on March 24th. The 84-year-old was charged late Wednesday night with sexual grooming and sexual penetration of a minor. According to the charges, Elias, owner of NH International, which has several contracts with the government, is accused of meeting with a 17-year-old girl between September 1st and November 30th, 2019, with the intent of grooming her for penetration. Elias is also past president of the Family Planning Association. On November 21st, 2019, it is alleged that Elias of Fairways Maraval penetrated the child. The offences are alleged to have taken place at his office at Long Circular Road, St. James. He was granted $100,000 bail at the West End Police Station on Wednesday night to cover both charges. Elias spent most of the day on Wednesday being interviewed by the Child Protection Unit. After the alleged assault, the child told relatives who informed the police, who began investigating. Elias is being represented by Gilbert Peterson SC and John Heath. Emile Elias refutes all charges against him. Sexual assault. Accused Emile Elias completely refutes the 2 charges against him and looks forward to proving his innocence. The 84-year-old was charged late Wednesday night with sexual grooming and sexual penetration of a minor. In a media statement on Thursday afternoon, Elias, through his publicist Alfred Aguton, said he looks forward to establishing his innocence under the due process of law. Given the fact that the matter is now before the courts and therefore sub judice, Mr. Elias is unable to make any further comments. Newsday called and messaged the Prime Minister, Housing Minister Penelope Beckles, and UDECOT Chairman Noel Garcia, but up to 6 p.m. received no response to questions posed. Elias, a former president of the Family Planning Association, is a friend of the Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley. Mentally disabled teen raped by family friend. A mentally subnormal teenager was raped at her San Fernando home on Tuesday morning by a man known to her and her family. According to reports, at about 10 a.m. on Tuesday, March 9, 2021, The man, who is known to the 18-year-old victim, came to her home and asked for her father. Her father was not home at that time. The girl allowed the man into the apartment after he asked to use the washroom. When the man returned from the washroom area, he reportedly took her into the bedroom and allegedly raped her. The girl told her neighbor about the incident, who then informed her father. A report was made to the St. Madeleine police station. The girl was medically examined at the Princess Town Health Facility. PC Bicano is investigating.